Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know who's watching right now. Who we got? Is my chat? Where's my chat at, guys? I can't read chat. Oh goodness gracious! So I figured out how to stream horizontally here, but where's my chat? Goodness gracious! We got anybody in chat today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody that's watching right now, welcome to the stream. We are streaming from the cockpit here today. I was hoping to get some of you guys in the chat here. Gary, what's going on, man? Welcome aboard. Good to see you, Gary. I think Fly Force was in there earlier, so the chat pops up whenever somebody messages. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, Fly Force. Good to see you guys. So yeah, we are in the process still of building. We're getting very, very close. I kind of wanted to do another stream here, get you guys up to speed with what's going on. I am running into a couple of things where I would like to get some of you guys' inputs on maybe some ideas that you guys might have that are actually also savvy in manufacturing and building stuff. So that's kind of like why I started the stream today. That's kind of I kind of wanted to get a little bit of an input from you guys and see what you guys think. See if you guys might have some ideas that might be good ideas from you to be able to implement into the build. Mainly for the glare shield. So the glare shield, from what you guys have seen in the past videos, has undergone lots of changes because I didn't like the way it came out. Jade Lightning's in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome, guys. If I don't reply to you, it's because my chat disappears. Can I turn it on? Can I just turn it on? No, I can't. I only see the chat whenever somebody messages. So if I miss your message, please go ahead and put it out again. We got Bay Locos in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, we have completely changed the way the glare shield mounts up in there. Liam, what's going on, Seds? Man, my winning throttle is still up for pre-order. Can't even buy it yet. Yeah, I mean, if you're buying from the U.S., it might take a little bit, dude. It might take a little bit for it to hit the warehouse. Jay Lighton says same here. Yeah, I hope that they can ship quickly. That's my hope. But yeah, I'm waiting on it as well, guys. Just like everybody else, I'm waiting. And hopefully we'll get it soon. Because obviously you're not seeing a center pedestal here. JJ, what's up, man? You're not seeing a center pedestal here. Watching build motherboard. How do you turn the messages on? Damn it! I might need to. A new PC, got you. Oh, you build a new PC, Jay? Got you. Bought it for global shipping. A lot of people have gotten it, so just praying that I can get mine. Oh, got you. Good to see you, CST. Good to see you as well, Bay Local. How you doing, bud? I might actually run inside real quick and get my iPad. That way I can read chat, guys. What do you guys think? Yours is looking good, brother. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Because like I said, my chat keeps disappearing, and I have no idea. Being new to this phone streaming thing, I have no idea how to turn the chat on that stays permanently on or anything of that nature. So what do you guys think? Should I go get my iPad real quick? Can you guys be patient for like 2 seconds while I run in? Are you going to put lights on it? Yes, of course. How much was the setup you got right now? This setup? Yeah, I haven't headed everything up together, but yeah, it's in the thousands. But yes, I have not added everything up yet. I'm gonna do a video where I head up all my expenses. The way you can see how much it would take for you guys to build one of those. Ian, what's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing? Hope you're good. I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking, brother. Thank you for asking. King Bob's Kingdom. Oh my goodness. If you have to ask. You should get the iPad. All right, let me go get the iPad, guys. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds. You might hear the garage door opening. All right, sorry about that, fellas. We are back. Let me get my iPad going here so I can see you guys' chats real time. All right, we are there. The iPad is important. All right, now I got the chat, fellas. We have got the chat. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Do I have Navigraph? I have Navigraph, yes. You mean on the iPad? I can get Navigraph on the iPad, yes, of course. By the way, guys, if you haven't already done so, it goes without saying. Smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Al's FS. What's up, brother? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Java Simulator just came out with the cheap size large overhead panel for $800. Or WinFlex just released theirs for pre-order. It's $600 and 80% size, or so they claim. Yeah, I haven't decided, William, which one I'm going to go with yet. I do like the WinFlex one. I like the fact that it's got lights and everything else, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, the Java is actually working. Java is actually working on a full-size overhead panel as well. They announced that last week, I believe. So that might be interesting. We'll see how that goes. And we all know that WinWing eventually is going to have an overhead panel as well. So once that becomes a reality, I'm probably going to go with WinWing, since lots of my stuff is going to be WinWing as it is. So yeah. Ooh, guys, only 7 likes. Jesus. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, anyways, I need you guys' help. All right, who do we have in the chat right now that's good with building and doing stuff like this? Can you guys see underneath the glare shield? So I'm trying to come up with a way to cover up these gaps. You see how I can stick my hand under here? So over here, for example, I've gone with foam board. I'll show you guys. So I got this little, I believe it's like, I don't know, like 1/4-inch foam board. So what I've been doing is I've been cutting to shape, because it's a pretty in-depth shapes underneath there. So I've been cutting to shape and I've been sticking it up there. So we got a cover, right? Because making those shapes out of wood is going to be a pain in the buttocks. So I thought the foam board would probably be the best solution. And I kind of wanted to run that by you guys to see if some of you guys may have a better idea. You know, maybe some of you guys have already done it before. So kind of wanted to run that idea. But we got that going, right? Obviously we're gonna finish. I actually do have the ATC boxes right there. We're gonna finish those up as well with the ATC button on there. That's gonna get done with the little trim on top. I've printed out the trim on top for right there as well. So that's gonna get situated. Just to be clear, as far as I know, Java 1-to-1 size is $2,000. Whew. Where did I say it was gonna be $2,000? I didn't see a price on it. 3D print and mount using some kind of lip system that connects back to the MIP under the glare wing. 3D print the bottom portions, dude. That's gonna be insane. It's gonna take a lifetime to get all the measurements right, dude. That's gonna be a nightmare. Get some thin panel board and paint it. That stuff is very bendable. Well, so is the foam board, right? This foam board bends pretty good. Yeah, and it's already black, so I don't have to paint it, right? So yeah, I just don't want to get like thin plywood type stuff, because cutting plywood, I can cut foam board with like a straight razor blade, right? To all the different shapes that I need. Because it's, like I said, it's pretty intricate shapes. That's why I didn't want to do it with wood. We got Sharklet in the house. What's up, Sharklet? says, have you thought of the idea of adding the middle pillar that mimics the windshield of the aircraft? Yes, I already have that printed out and ready to go. That's gonna go in once we continue to build up here, right? With the overhead panel and everything. The center pillar that I've already got printed out is gonna go in as well. Only question I have be heat retention or possibly of static buildup over here. There wouldn't be any type of static buildup over there, Ian. Mr. Dominic, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Guys, as you're coming in, please don't forget to hit that like button. We got like 20 people watching, only 11 likes. Every single little like helps out, man. So I would really appreciate it if you guys was to hit that like button. How much time do you think it will take to finish this, to get it up and running? I would say I'm hoping probably another week or so. I should be able to have it up and running. Right now, I got some stuff coming in the mail as well, like HDMI cables and splitters and all that good stuff. So, and then it's just going to be a matter of hooking everything up, setting everything up. I got to get the bezel delete kits for the TVs. So bezel delete kit right there, bezel delete kit right here. So that's gonna, I got to order those. And believe it or not, those are not cheap. They're actually pretty expensive. Are you designing all the pieces yourself or are models out there for download? Well, the mid panels I printed them myself, but I got the file from SL3 Simulation. I think the file was like $10 or $5 or something like that. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I actually do myself as well. Like these little pieces up here, I designed them myself. The brackets to mount this this panel right here, I actually designed them and printed them myself. A lot of stuff you're gonna have to be creative and do it yourself, because there's a lot of stuff out there that a lot of people like to share, and I've shared a lot of the stuff that I created, as a matter of fact. But some people are very greedy; they don't like to share stuff. Very good, Johan. What's up, dude? Very good. The man of many words. Very good, very good. WinFlex overhead pre-order starts October 1st, October 15th, shipping is in November. Yeah, I saw that. You adding that CST, or should I ask if WinFlex is sending you that? I don't know yet, Tombstone. From talks that I've had with WinFlex in the past, I believe they should be able, they might send me one, but it's hit and miss, dude, whether they send me stuff or not. For example, WinWing did not send me the throttle this time. A lot of people already got it. However, WinWing is sending me a throttle now. So I'll be getting a throttle set from WinWing, along with a second MCDU as well. WinWing has hinted into the possibility of sponsoring the cockpit as well. So that's going to be fantastic. If you have another Java overhead panel, and if you have another Java overhead panel, I don't have a Java overhead panel. I never had a Java. I don't have anything that's Java, actually. I'm a very good bad boy. I do what I want to do. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. If you have another Java overhead panel, they're making a cheaper price for you. William, I'm not sure what you're asking, but yeah, I know about the Java overhead panel. There's like a medium, a large, and now they're working on a full size as well. So yeah, I think the large one is what, around $800 or something like that. I forget. I always search for good and bad. Yeah. Cockpit is looking fantastic. Jefu, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. So yeah, like I said, man, right now the time-consuming part is this right here. I can actually show you why this is time-consuming. Let me put this iPad down real quick. Let me put the hood. All right. So you see the shape of this thing? You see how I gotta cut all this stuff out like this in order for me to be able to fit that down there and cover up this gap, right? That's why that's why I was actually thinking to use foam board, because it's so much easier to cut, right? With a straight razor blade, I can just cut all the shapes and I can just pressure fit that down there and then hold it in with some Velcro, right? So this is actually working pretty good. But like I said, before I commit to finishing this whole under panel here with foam board, I kind of wanted to get you guys' thought on this and see if there's something better, something that might work maybe better than my idea of using foam board. Just man, if you have one of the other panels, they would give you the 1-to-1 size overhead panel cheaper. Okay, so they're giving you a discount if you already have one of their panels. Okay, I didn't know that. 16 likes, 23 people watching, guys. Please hit that like button. Don't be stingy, guys. Hit that like button. It's free of charge, fellas. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, guys. Appreciate you guys support. Tender Aviation says, look who it is. What's up? How you doing, Tender? Hope all is well. So yeah, earlier I was saying too, you're not seeing the center pedestal here because I removed it, because that's going to be undergoing some major changes with the new wing throttle that's coming, right? So obviously, since I've always said it, since I started this build, and I was going to incorporate a Thrustmaster throttle in there, the TCA throttle. I don't know if you guys have seen my past video. I've always said that was going to be a temporary solution to the throttle, right? Until Wing would have came out with theirs, because obviously Wing was always my number one go-to as far as that throttle, because I've already put my hands on it at Flight Sim Expo, and I knew for a fact that thing was way better, not just better, way better than the Thrustmaster one. So no comparison whatsoever. It's like comparing apples to oranges, dude. He says, you rich, bro? Believe that. Rich. If I was rich, Mr. Tender Aviation, do you think that I would build this on my own? If I was rich, wouldn't I just go and buy one? And have some people come over here and install it and get it all up and running for me if I was rich? Come on, buddy. Use at least one of those 2 cells you got left in your brain. How do you have an Airbus in your living room? This is not my living room. If this was my living room, I'd be pretty upset. But it's my shop. It's a shop. It's not a living room. Wing is king. I pre-ordered a throttle also. Got you. Nice, Roberto. Yeah, you're gonna love it, dude. Like I said, I tried the wing throttle. As a matter of fact, there's a video on my channel of me actually flying the Airbus Cockpit that I had set up at Flight Sim Expo this year or last year, and those throttles were fantastic, dude. The minute I saw them, I fell in love. I knew that's what I wanted. Did Wingflex have that throttle at Expo? No, they did not. They are working on a throttle, but no, I didn't see a throttle set at the Expo by Wingflex. Where did you source the square Airbus screen PDF, MDF, etc.? Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, so the PDF, MFD, they're like 15.6 inches. And this one right here that does the eCam screen and the standby and all that good stuff, that's a 21-inch monitor. Motorized trim wheel, for right now, no. I'm hoping that Wing will come out with an additional motorized trim wheel set for the throttle that they're making. That's my hope. For right now, we're gonna have a um, dummy trim wheel on it, which I'm implementing buttons into the dummy trim wheel. That way I can still adjust trim, if you know what I mean. You'll see when I do it. I'll do a video on it. Costas, what's up, man? It says ICST just joined the stream. What ideas are you looking for? So the panels right here to cover up the bottom section of the glare shield. I was explaining in the chat earlier that these are the complex shape that I gotta make in order for me to be able to cover up that bottom. So the best product that I can think to use is foam board, 1/4 inch foam board, which is pretty stiff actually. It's pretty good, but it's easy to cut with a blade. If I was to use like 1/4 inch plywood, it would be a nightmare to cut, dude, because you got to get a jigsaw. It's gonna come out all jaggedy. It's gonna come out like crap. So I was thinking that this is probably the best solution, but I was also looking for ideas that people might have in the chat. No, Winflex is claiming theirs will be motorized. Yeah, no, I know what Winflex is working on. I've seen it, right? I think Winflex is working on like eventually having a full-blown center pedestal stuff. So yeah. Make sure to install the flow lights under it too. Yep, yeah, it's gonna have flow lights under it. Yep. We're gonna put flow lights in the places where the real plane is. There's a flow light right here, and then there's flow lights at the corners, like right there, and the other side, obviously. So yeah, flow lights are gonna be in there. Already in work, man. Already in work. Tray tables as well, guys. Tray tables are in work as well, so don't worry about that. Tray tables will be a thing. What about MDF sheets? Johan, first of all, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. And yes, like I said, MDF, it'll be tough to cut all these intricate shapes, right? That's why I don't want to use wood. I mean, like I said, look at all these shapes I gotta cut. Right? This is the panel that covers up the middle section. Right here. Just like that. Right? So now this panel is on there. It's not going anywhere, right? I'm gonna add Velcro from the top and it's not gonna go anywhere. So, and it was so much easier for me to cut that with literally a razor blade because it's foam board, right? It's 1/4 inch foam board. Rather than trying to cut wood in that shape. It would be an absolute nightmare, right? Is this for the Phoenix or FS Lab? It could be for both, Costas. This will be for like NEA 319, 320, 321, FS Labs, Phoenix, fly-by-wire, as long as it's an Airbus, right? And I might even fly the A330 with this one. Even though it's not going to be a one-to-one representation of an A330, you can still comfortably fly an A330 with this setup. Absolutely, 100%. What's the plan for the outer edge of the glare shield? So for the outer edge, my plan is to work out the solution when I build the actual walls of the cockpit and the windows and all that stuff. So that's gonna come in a later date. I'm not planning. I think I'm gonna, for right now, I'm gonna stop with the ATC panel. I'm gonna stop right there, right? I'm gonna stop right there for right now, get everything up and running, get it operational, and then after ward flight, I'm probably gonna start the construction of the entire cockpit and enclose it and everything else, right? What are you planning on doing for the rudder pedals? Rudder pedals for right now, until Wing comes out with the Airbus rudder pedals, for right now, they're going to be TPR pedals. The Thrustmaster pendulum pedals, but they're going to be heavily modified. And you're going to have to stick around and watch my videos because I got some cool freaking mods coming for the pendular pedals from Thrustmaster. Those pedals are not going to look nothing like Thrustmaster pendulum pedals when I'm done with them. Romeo November, what's up, man? Says foam board sounds like the best idea to me. Okay, cool. So I got one person agreeing. You must get yourself a rudder table for that cut. I don't have a router table. I have a router, but I don't have a router table. So, yeah. Are you going to install the potentiometer under the potence? Oh, for the lights? Yes, of course. The knobs under here to adjust the lighting, 100%. Will I have an A300 and 310 set up too? No, probably not. How will you connect the buttons to the simulator? Will the simulator be Microsoft Flight Sim? Yeah, it's going to be Microsoft Flight Sim, and 90% of the stuff that I got works with MobiFlight. What is the plan for the overhead panel? Right now, I am about 80%. I think I'm going to go with the Wing Flex overhead panel. The pedal stuff from Maker World, yes. Yes, they're going to look like Airbus pedals. You're absolutely right, JJ. What am I going to do with my Thrustmaster stuff, stick and throttles? That stuff belongs to Turbo. It's his. It's not mine. So I'm probably just going to give it back to Turbo. If he wants me to, I can take the mods off, but I'm pretty sure he won't mind about the mods. He wasn't even using it. He's using his Bravo, so that's why he brought it here for me to use until when like I said, it was always my plan to use those as a temporary solution. It was going to be a temporary solution until the wing throttles came out. How am I going to mount the overhead? Good question. So the overhead is I'm going to have the pillar come out the front, right? The window pillar come out the front. Inside the window pillar, I'm going to have, right now the plan is to have extrusion aluminum squares that come up. And then those are going to be the main frame of the whole cockpit, right? And then the overhead panel is going to be mounted on that. And then off of those extrusion tubing, I'm going to build off of that to enclose the whole cockpit. It says, God, those are sweet. Makes me want to get the TPRs, but I'm holding off for the new wing ones. Honestly, JJ, if you're not rushing to have those pedals, I will wait for the wing because they're going to be cheaper and they're going to look like Airbus right off the bat, right? Data Aviation guy says, what chair are you going to use? Next level chair? No, the chairs are over here, man. This is the chairs I'm using right here. Right there. There are seats that came out of a Honda CR-V. They got a armrest and everything. So now, next level racing is cool for like a room setup, right? But next level racing is not so good for a cockpit setup. You know, you want more comfortable chairs and stuff like that. Will I host a World Flight with Canada and team once it's done? We'll see, man. We'll see. It's not up to me. It's up to them if they want to join my team. Yep. The pre-order comes with a $160 mount. Yeah, I saw the mount, but that's not going to work for my application, obviously, right? That's more like a desktop mount for that Wing Flex overhead that they are including in the pre-order. What made you decide to go with the Airbus versus Boeing? Easy. With this Airbus cockpit, I can fly a wide-body 330 easily. With a 737 Boeing cockpit, you can only fly the 737. That's, with this cockpit right here, I can fly 319, 320, 321, CEO, Neo, and I can fly the 330 as well. That's my number one thing. So I can fly medium aircraft. I can fly wide body aircraft. I'm a happy camper, dude. Very true. You've been a big help for us in the cockpit community. Been waiting someone with this type of cockpit content. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people do this type of stuff, right? There's a lot of people in the communities that actually do videos, but they don't show you. They only show you like the final product once they're done, and then they'll kind of talk you through it. Be like, "Oh, this is what I did. I got this, and I got that, and that's what I did." But I thought if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it a little bit different and kind of incorporate a little bit of the build stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Instead of just doing a video and saying, "Okay, guys, here it is," you know, it's kind of. I think it kind of defeats the purpose. I wanted the community to kind of get ideas and maybe look at some of my videos and go like, "Oh yeah, that's how I could do that," or "Oh yeah, that makes sense." You know, I think this type of videos that I'm doing of my cockpit build, even though I'm gonna admit I could probably do a lot better, right? But again, I'm not a skilled builder. I know how to do. I know enough to get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I know enough to get myself in trouble. And I thought doing this type of stuff was gonna further help the community rather than just do a video and saying, "Hey guys, here's the cockpit I built. How do you guys like it?" You know, I thought that's more beneficial, right? The next level racing seats earth the bomb after 30 minutes. They're not that bad, but yeah, they're not as comfortable as a car seat, that's for sure. Can you walk us through how you got the wife on board with this big spend? I made her an offer she couldn't refuse. I like watching the entire build you're doing. Looking very good. Roberto, thank you so much, brother. Disintegration? Even think about it that way? Oh, to like do something different than the rest? Gotcha. ACST, does your pal that's been in the build video gonna be your co-pilot? Oh, 100%, dude. He's welcome to come fly the thing even if I'm not flying it, dude. That's my bro, dude. He's got the keys to my house. CST, I have a real 320 cockpit and thinking of showing how to make it work with Microsoft. I don't like cameras though. I mean, if you don't like cameras, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, speaking of Turbo, there he is. Welcome, Turbo. Good to see you, brother. Will I fly this in VR? Next. Your series have been great. Thanks, Tombstone. Appreciate you, brother. Will I fly this in VR? Anyways. Wowzer. He said that look. I mean, remember when guys, remember growing up? Maybe us that are a little older than the younger generation. Remember when growing up, like your teachers or your parents used to tell you, you know, you'd be like, "Hey, you know, mom," or "Hey, miss," whatever, if you were in school, and they used to be like, and you used to be like, "I have a stupid question," and then the teacher or your mom or your dad be like, "Son, there's no such thing as a stupid question." I'm gonna tell you a secret. They were lying to you. Stupid questions are a thing. Okay? Anyways. Here it comes. XP72 hasn't sold you yet, I see. I don't even know what that means. Tender Aviation. What does that even mean? XP72 hasn't sold you yet. Sold me what? Please elaborate. On the VR? Are you talking about sold me on VR? cracks me up. Next thing you'll be telling us the Easter Bunny isn't real. Oh no, the Easter Bunny is real, all right. So is Santa Claus. How do you think I got all this stuff? Santa Claus, dude. Yeah, okay, I got you, Tender. You talking about the headset, the VR headset that he uses? No, he hasn't sold me on that. But I tell you what, I've never been a huge fan of a VR headset. Not at all. And you know what? I'm not trying to dog people that use it. People that use it, that's great, man. Keep using it. If you like it, if you love it, that's great. I think it looks great, but it's not for me, man. I much rather have physical stuff like a real cockpit than a VR headset. And the main reason being is, I'll show you why I don't like a VR headset. Hold on, stand by. Why you want to stream with a VR set and this is what you look like? Oh, why, guys? This looks amazing. Wow. Yeah, not for me, dude. Not for me. Don't mess with the Easter Bunny. Christmas and birthday gift for the remainder of my life. That's it. VR plus physical is the best. I much rather have a full cockpit, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hear what you're saying, Jesse, and like I said, if you like it, that's great, man. More power to you. It's just not for me, dude. Plus that big ass brick on your face, I can't do it, dude. This cockpit build is primarily intended to capture the VR experience, right? Of course. Why would you spend all this money and time and effort building all this stuff and then sit in it and put a VR headset on? Riddle me that, Batman. Physical day long, it's like having a woman. A physical woman will always be better than a video laughing out loud. Hey man, I can't disagree with you on that. That's a good point. Yeah, I've seen XP do it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got nothing against it, dude. It's just not for me, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't do all this. Tender, that makes no sense, man. Come on, dude. Like, you got gauges, you got all your screens here, you got all your physical stuff. You're gonna put a VR headset and you lose all that. You lose everything. Now you gotta go look for the shit. Oh, I gotta change my altitude. Oh wait, it's right here. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, I gotta put the gear up. Where's the gear? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, the gear's up. I think. Is it? Who knows? Yeah, no. I detest watching VR stream. Honestly, most people don't know how to stream in VR. Yeah, it's very jaggedy and too much movement. It's just not for me, guys. Like I said, I don't hate it. I don't dislike people to do it. It's just not for me. I'm not a VR type guy. If it was walnut, it looked better. Pine just looks cheap as a VR headset. That's the only one I got, dude. This is my only VR headset. Why would anyone bother with VR after building that? All those switches and buttons and dials. Please, Leroy. Something I think we need to do. Let's use some of that black leather and close the bag. Oh, yeah. That's going to go all around the TVs, the bottom of the TVs, Turbo. We're going to put that all, we're going to drape that under the TVs. Yes, 100%. Muscle memory, my dude. Quick learn. All right, we'll give it a shot, dude. Greens from Germany. One question. How do you solve the flight screens? Which screens and software do you use for them? These screens right here? Are you talking about these? They're going to be popped out of the sim, and I'm going to use Pop-Out Manager. You can find Pop-Out Manager on flightsim.tl. That's the best way to do it. I wish I had a shop like yours to do the build also. How are you storing your Pop-Out Manager config? You just save it, dude. Once you pop everything else and you adjust the sizes of all your gauges, you just save it as a profile. Save A320, save A321, save A319. Or you could just save it. And then every time you start your flight, it just automatically pops everything out for you. Can I kidnap Turbo and import him to Belfast, Northern Ireland? Turbo says why? So you can probably help him build this cockpit, dude. What's the plan for the EFB? iPad, left or right? Both. iPad, left and right. Okay, thank you. For Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Yes. Yes. They have a 2024 version as well. Recall says, CST, are you gonna build the cockpit shell as well? Yes. That's gonna come at a later date though. Probably in about 2 or 3 months we're gonna start build on that. For right now, we're gonna build this stuff right here, the MIP, everything else, and we're gonna get everything operational, and then we'll start the construction after World Flight. Probably we'll start the construction of the shell itself. Thanks, Turbo. Appreciate you, brother. He says, I'm not cheap. iPads, why not LCDs? Because iPads, for example, for the Phoenix, you can send the EFB straight to an iPad via IP. It's that simple. And then you can just use it as an iPad. Touchscreen. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You have a new follower. Like your videos a lot. IT Media, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Is the X-Plane compatible? It could be, but it's not going to be. It could very well work on it can work on X-Plane, Microsoft, P3D, but it's not going to. It's just going to be on Microsoft. What monitor do they use for the PFD, MFD? So the monitors for the PFD, MFDs, for the co-pilot and co-pilot side, they're 15.6 inch portable monitors. You can find them all over Amazon. The monitor right here that captures this top screen and this bottom screen along with the standby, that's a 21-inch monitor. Just for the EFB, what monitors did you use for the... Okay, I already answered that. Missed my last comment. Did I? What was it? Let me see. Maybe I misunderstood. Are those PFD screens actually square? No, they're not. They're not square. The PFD and MFD, that's one monitor right there. That's one monitor. Same thing with the pilot side. And then these right here, 1, 2, and 3, that's another monitor. I might be able to squeeze behind it. You guys want to see behind it? Let me see in the chat. If I get enough people that want to see behind it, I'll walk you guys behind there and show you. You guys need to blow up my chat though, man. Those 4K TVs, what GPU you driving those with? I got a 4090 King Dweb, and eventually this this cockpit is gonna get a new PC build, so it's gonna probably gonna end up being a 5090. To understand, you will have 5 total monitors, 2 down below and 3 window screens. Bro, hope you get the early release 6090 for that. No, it's 3 and 3. And my computer has already ran this many monitors, so I know it can do it. David says, go for it. Tender, I'm not running this with a toaster, bro. I'm running this with a $6,000 PC. FYI. Why didn't I go curved projectors? Because they're not as good. Many people, I would say at least 80% of people that do this, they use TVs. They use high quality LED TVs instead of projectors because projectors are not bright enough. They are harder to set up. They are about $6,000 to $7,000 more expensive than TVs. So a lot of people use TVs. That's the way to go, TVs. Plus, if you do projection, you need the room to be dark. And if I want to stream and I want people to interact with me, I don't want the room to be dark, right? So there's a lot of things you need to think about when you do stuff like this. It's a toaster on a 240 volt circuit. XP72, my dude. What's up, brother? CST literally spends and will spend more time in the sim than in the house. Oh, absolutely, 100%, dude. 100%. Welcome, XP. Good to see you, brother. Tender Aviation says 24 barely runs on one monitor on most setups. Not in my experience. I don't know what you're doing, Tender. Hey, sound toasters have feelings. Building a Boeing cockpit after this is done. You know you want to. I don't know about that. XP72, get this man a Crystal Super. If XP was to like literally put an XP, a Crystal Super in a box and send it to me, like I said before, it's not that I don't like people that they use the thing. It's not for me. So if somebody was to send me a Crystal Super, I would probably put the damn thing on Facebook Market and sell it, dude. So why? I'm not a VR guy, dude. I don't understand why you just don't get it, bro. You must have like a literally comprehension block right in front of you, my dude. Did I buy the bezel-free kits for your cockpit? Yeah, they should be on the way. I got them off of Amazon. David says one tray table done, after the others finished. Should be done printing those this week. Awesome, David. Thank you so much. Appreciate your help, brother. Thanks, Turbo. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for reminding people to hit that like button. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for the likes today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Would the 737 be easier to build as all monitors, basically? No, again, guys, I'm not sure, honestly. It's pretty much the same thing, right? It all depends on which one you prefer, to be honest. I don't have your job doing cable management for that rig. I have trouble with just doing it on my setup. Yes. It's probably gonna be a mess back there, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Mr. Fly Wilato coming in with that third class membership. Mr. Fly Wilato, thank you so much, brother. By the way, guys, if you don't know who Fly Wilato is, go check him out on TikTok, man. That dude is a legend. TikTok and Instagram. Am I printing the 3D printing the tray tables? Yes, Mr. David Laundry has kindly offered to print those for me, so he's doing it for me. Hey man, SportsFan88, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. How do you turn off the stream? I don't know. We'll figure that out, man. We'll figure that out once we are ready to quit the stream. What's up, Lado, man? How you doing, brother? Do I do community flights? I haven't done one in a while, but yeah. To me, anytime I fly is a community flight. Anybody that's willing to join and wants to fly along, they're willing to do so. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Turbo. Yeah, 100%. I guess I mean the 777 Max. You mean just the 777? There's no 777 Max. Would you consider a VR headset for THR? Oh, the coffee panel. Asking for a friend. No. Lado says sorry. Mr. Thrust said 5 months. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you again. You as well for the continued support. Guys, spam the salute emojis in the chat for Mr. Flight with Lado and Thrust Set Simulations. Coming in with those memberships, man. Appreciate your support, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun to fly. Absolutely, man. 100%. Will I have a streaming PC? Yes. Yes. 100%. This is going to have 3 PCs, not 1, 3. It's going to have a PC that's going to run the sim plus the 375-inch. It's going to have a PC that's going to run the monitors in the cockpit, and it's going to have a PC that's going to stream. Tender, I didn't just start doing this yesterday, my dude. Trust the process, my dude. I know this might be new to you, but it's pretty old to me. Let's just say I've been doing flight simulations. Probably you weren't even a thought yet. He said, I'm out then. I kid. Hey, Steve, will you probably use 2024 with your build? Or explain. 2024, man. 2024 is my go-to sim, dude. I do not care nor have time for any other sims, dude. Turbo sighting again. Yeah, did anybody see Turbo? Did anybody spot the Turbo face in my last video? I bet not everybody did. Rip your electricity bill? It'll be alright. What you all don't know is those seats are going to be heated, cooled, and have back massages in them. Absolutely, dude. Facts. Thoughts on the community member who think it's a crime not to run XP with a rig this complex. How long do you think you have left to get it up and running? I'm hoping that it all depends on how fast parts get to me, right? I'm waiting. This is what I'm waiting for, right? I'm waiting for my wing throttles, which are on the way. I'm waiting on an overhead, which hopefully should be in the way soon. What else am I waiting on? I'm waiting on a bunch of very long HDMI cables. I got some splitters coming in the mail. I gotta buy some good, high quality USB hubs, powered USB hubs, because you got to go with high quality, powerful stuff, right? None of that Amazon shit. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm waiting on. So depending on how fast the stuff gets here, I'm hoping to have it done probably maybe another week or so. Realistically, you could probably combine the gauge monitors and streaming into one PC. Yeah, I could, Bill. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. SimCF5, 17 months. Thank you so much, brother. Spam those salute emojis in the chat, please. Where will your very first route be? I haven't figured that out yet, Ellie. I'm thinking it's probably going to be the same route that Airbuses in the States actually do their functional jet flights. I gotta figure that out though. Somebody was telling me what that route is, so we'll figure that out. Mr. SimCFI, thank you so much for the $13.99 Canadian, $14 Canadian. My dude, thank you so much for your support, brother. I really do appreciate it. Powered USB hubs, yes. It's a USB hub, multiple USBs, and it plugs into the outlet. So it's power. It powers itself rather than it drawing power from your PC. CST, good to see you. Captain Kickass, what's going on, man? Welcome. By the way, guys, if you haven't already done so, please, please, please hit that like button. It's free of charge. I promise I will not charge you a dime for it. I might have to fly to Oklahoma by early 26. Hey, man, you always welcome, Miss Lalo, you know that. Are you planning to close it up? Yes, Tender, yes. It's going to be enclosed. It's probably not going to happen before World Flight, but after World Flight, I'm probably going to start working on enclosing the cockpit as well, yes. Yeah, there it is. A boat anchor, love it. Anchor, what's that? Maverick says, "Hi, good job so far. What software will help you run Microsoft on 2 separate PC?" Microsoft is going to be running on one PC, dude. It's not going to be running on 2 PCs. Captain Edward Paolo, what's up, man? Welcome. Can't wait to tell the wife I'm going to replicate this setup. There you go, King's Love. Going to make a lot more sawdust. Yeah, once we start doing the enclosure, yeah, it's gonna be chef kiss. What am I doing for the manual extension handle? I have one printed out, man. I just need to put a potentiometer on it. Here, let me show you. The manual gear extension is already printed out. You just need to put it all together, right? It's gonna have springs and stuff in it. I gotta paint it, obviously. And then right here, we're gonna put a potentiometer on there, and it's gonna work, right? As a gear extension, and only gear extension, obviously, but yeah. How did I build the 4 square, the side pieces with the 4 square buttons above the PFD? What? These right here? The glare wings? I got these from SL3 Simulations. SL3 Simulation, Google it, dude. He's a... his name is Santi Luib. He's from the Philippines, and he makes all this stuff. These panels, all those panels right there, the lighting control panels, landing gear panel, chrono, landing gear handle, hydraulic pressure gauge, the terrain on ND, all that stuff. Will I have an overhead panel? Yes, right now I'm steering towards the wing flex as of right now. BR150 Aviation, welcome, good to see you, man. Anchor is a power USB hub, been great. They make backup battery system as well. Oh, I'm gonna need to look into it, Ian. Thank you for that. Good on Puppet, love it. Thank you, BR. Appreciate you, brother. Any plans on making DCDU units for CPDLC? No. CPDLC is probably not something that I'm going to be using ever. My plan was initially over on this side. My plan was to put in there a stream deck so that I can control the stream and everything else. So I might do that. Put a stream deck right there. Mr. Quicklift, welcome aboard, brother. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. How will I model the circuit breakers behind like the Phoenix? Initially, it's probably going to be a green screen with the background of the actual plane. Eventually, we're going to build the circuit breaker panels. Why am I not a member? WTF? I'm not sure, Quick Lift. It must have expired. Sorry, I'm in software to run 2 PCs to split the 3 big monitors and 3 small on the MIP. Hold on one second. It's called... there's a couple of programs out there. The one I'm trying out right now, it's called Space Desk. So we have either Space Desk, and there's another one that I'm trying out right now. I can't remember what the name of it is. Just saw your video on episode 7. Well done. Buck Killer, thank you so much, brother. Welcome. Good to see you. Thrust says, are you doing the printer as well? Probably not. It's probably going to be a fake look. It's going to look like a printer, but I have no use for the printer, so no. I'm not going to spend time and effort on something that I will never use, if you guys know what I mean. CPTLC, never use. Printers, I will never use a printer. So why even put the effort, right? I just can't wait for the Phoenix 220 Neo. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Agreed. This looks good. A32X series cockpit. Yes, Airbus, man. Yes, sir. Show us what you built yourself. Everything. Everything you see, I built myself, except for the panels that obviously this is wing. These are SL3s, right? Then the all MIP, the frame, the side pedestal, the platform, the tillers, the side sticks are obviously wing, but everything that you see, except for obviously the stuff that you buy, right? Such as the wing panels, autopilot, the glare, all the stuff that you see in there, right? There's panels right there, monitors. I can't build my own monitor, but yeah, everything else is myself. Mr. Quicklift, thank you so much for becoming a first-class member again. I truly do appreciate your support, brother. Thank you, Quicklift. Guys, spam those little emojis in the chat for Quicklift. Thank you for that membership, brother. Tender, what's the plan for the radio panel and the weather radar panel? I'm hoping that Wing is going to come out with some soon. If not, I'm going to have to build those myself. We couldn't process payment for this channel. If you want to continue membership, update your payment details. That explains it. Okay, got you. Thank you so much, brother. Mama dude, what's up, man? It says, why not going back and use the Wing Airbus Throttle? It's a budget, but I'm hearing it's very good. I am going to use the Wing. It's already on the way, man. I'm using the wing throttle and pack panels. Yes. What seats am I using, Captain Kickass? Those are seats that came out of a Honda CR-V. They're car seats. Stream Deck them as modules, basically without housing for things like this. Nice, perfect, King Bob. I'm gonna have to look into that. Even if the 3D must be a game changer for this build, absolutely, man. A lot of the stuff that you see, all these panels I printed myself. All these pieces on top I printed myself. This boxes at the end, the ATC boxes I printed myself. Microphone, all the parts for the side pedestals, tillers. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you see is 3D print. Pop-out panels kill the frame rates, especially with the FO side. My 4090 takes a hit. Costas, I've popped out with my computer right now. I popped out pretty much all the panels that I need to pop out. I lost 5 frames. Where did you find the dimension of all the structures? Apologies if it has been asked already. Google, man. Google, research, join forums, Reddit, Facebook. You just got to do your homework, man. You got to look for stuff. Speaking of wing, I also ordered their side stick. Yep, I have 2 wing side sticks on this. That's what I'm going to be using, yep. I mean, you could build a monitor, but it may take a while. Smash that like button, and if you're not subscribed, do it now. Thanks, Turbo. Appreciate you, brother. How much is the total cost so far? Most expensive part? There's gonna be a video at the end, and it's gonna itemize everything, and we'll come up with a total cost. I can't give you a total cost right now because I'm not done yet. So you're gonna have to stand by for that video. Search Airbus Mirror Pendulum L desktop series on Google. The overhead looks solid for $700. The Java Simulator. See, the thing with Java Simulator is you gotta have their software to be able to run it. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's right now. I'm liking the WingFlex one very much. Are you Italian or American or both? I was born in Italy, but I came to the States when I was like 18 years old. I use all panels pop out in the 4070 Ti and never lose more than 2 to 5 frames, and I'm still sitting at 7080 plus. Exactly. That, I mean, same here. Like I said, I popped out all the panels the other day just to test out, and I literally lost 5 frames. And I don't even know if the 5 frames I lost were because of the pop outs. It might have been something different. CST, tell these people you have Lamborghini in your blood. Will you have a gator for the side stick? Right now, I do not have a gator. I wasn't planning on putting a gator on there, to be honest, but we'll see. Regarding the 2 wing side sticks, how do you interchange? Which one will be used at the moment? Thanks. You just have both assigned, dude. Obviously, if the captain is flying, then the FO has no reason to touch the side stick, right? But they're both gonna be assigned to the same inputs, ailerons and elevators, right? Probably the PC is the most expensive part, I would guess. I mean, if you talk in singular part, yes, probably the PC is the most expensive part. But if you was to add everything up right now, yeah, it's up there, dude. My problem with the WingFlex overhead is that it seems really small scale. It's 80%. It's 80% scale, so it works. Just like, just like the Throttle. The wing throttle is not 1-to-1, it's 80%, right? So to me, it's not a big deal. More like Alfa Romeo, the best car brand. I like Alfa Romeos, dude. They're pretty nice cars. Good seeing you, brother. I'm gonna go eat. Lotto, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the membership, brother. I really do appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much. Have I dampened the wing side stick? It's already dampened, dude. All you can adjust it from the bottom. You can have it more dampening or less dampening. You can do all that. Wingflex is going to release a 1-to-1 throttle this year. Hey, we'll see, Mayday. We'll see. Will you share your measurements for the community? They're already all over the place, man. Measurements for the cockpit can be found all over the freaking internet, man. All you gotta do is go on Google, type in A320 cockpit DIY measurements. You'll be surprised on how many things you'll find, dude. It's everywhere, my dude. We love to see you installing the overhead panel. Oh, it's coming, dude. It's coming. I'm telling you, they are. That's what I said. Mayday, I know they are. I get stuff from Wingflex all the time, dude. I put out videos on their stuff. I know exactly what Wingflex is working on. I talk to Wingflex guys all the time. So I know what they're coming out with. The thing is, I want to get this done for world flight. I'm not going to wait on something that I don't know when it's going to get done, right? I need the stuff like right now so I can get this thing going and I can participate in world flight. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't wait on other people to release stuff, right? What I was saying was, we'll see, meaning whenever they release it, we'll take a look at it and see if that's a valuable replacement or not, right? Will you be streaming with your regular setup, or will you wait until the new build is running? Costas, I already have 3 PCs. When I say I'm going to build a new PC for this rig, I'm just going to build a better PC, right? But I already have 3 PCs to be able to run this machine. We'll make sure to capture the build when the time comes for the overhead. Absolutely, 100%. Thanks, Turbo. It's going to have the trim wheel, unlike Wing. Yep, I know. It's going to be a motorized trim wheel. I know, brother. Like I'm telling you, I know all this stuff, right? The thing is, I don't have it right now. You understand what I'm saying? I need it right now. Right now, the best thing out there, both in looks and price, right, is the Wing, right? Now, if I wanted to spend $1,500, I could get like a Throttle Tech. But the Throttle Tech, even the Throttle Tech is not it's not 1-to-1, right? It comes in a box. It doesn't have the right curves. So you would have to take that apart. And I don't know if that's something you want to do. But anyways, you know, would you rather spend $1,500 for a Throttle Tech, or would you rather spend a few $100 for a Wing? You see where I'm at, dude? I'm trying to build this thing the most effective and efficient way, right? In order to give people some good, valuable resources to be able to do it as well, right? You can even build F of this, right? You don't have to build the whole cockpit. You can build F of it just for you, and it's going to be even cheaper, right? Okay. I hope I said that right. It says, I just want to congratulate you on the work you've done. It looks great. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. You'll have 3 PCs running this unit? Yes, Costas, 3 PCs. You starting to build a cockpit, Mayday? Awesome, dude. Good luck with that, man. I don't know if you're in our Discord or not, but if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord and make sure you upload pictures in the sim pic section of your progress, man. That'd be awesome to see. Winflex Squadron looks very promising indeed. I'm afraid it will be pricey though compared to the Wing. Yeah, I think so. Yes. I'm getting Babu Lab PS1 this week. That's a good printer, dude. That's a very good printer. Costa says, what software integrates the 3 PCs? The only thing I'm going to... one PC is going to be the PC for the sim. One PC is going to be the streaming PC. And then a third PC, which is a gaming laptop, is going to run these gauges right here. The monitors. And those monitors are going to be sent to the other computer via IP with a program that's called Space Desk. Space Desk. Just Google Space Desk, dude. What screens do you use for your ND and main screens? The main screens, the three up here, the 375-inch QLED monitors. And then the bottom screens, you have Captain and FO side are going to be 15.6. And the middle one is a 21-inch monitor. Rip electricity bill? I'll be alright. $450 for the PS1 through Micro Center via body that works there. Hey, that's good, man. That's good. Gotta bounce for a bit, Dave. Got it from here. Remember, everyone, like, subscribe, join the Discord, and become a member. Every little bit helps. Thanks, Turbo. Appreciate you, brother. Go do your thing, brother. All right, guys. I'm gonna show you. Some people wanted to see behind the MIP to see how the monitors are mounted. Is anybody in the chat that want to see behind the MIP? If anybody wants to see behind the MIP, let me know. I can show you guys. I can squeeze back there real quick and show you guys how the monitors and everything are mounted. Let's do that real quick. Hold on. Remember though, when I do this, I won't be able to see your chat. So hold your questions until we're done. Okay? Hold your questions. I'll show you guys the top here, how we monitor everything. So you'll see everything is ribbed. I'm not going to take these off because these are screwed in. But you'll see right here, everything is ribbed in, right? With pocket screws, right? This is the middle monitor that sticks up. The monitor that does this stuff right here. These panels, that's the monitor that sticks up a little bit right here. But everything's going to be covered here. You won't even see it. David Laundry, thank you so much for that $2 bomb. Appreciate you, brother. But let me see if I can squeeze behind this thing and show you guys behind the scenes here and how these panels are, how these monitors are mounted. All right. It's probably kind of dark, but this is the FO monitor right here. It's clipped into place, as you can see. I don't know how well you guys can see. Let me know if you guys can see it good. But that's one of the monitors, right? And then that's the monitor in the middle. I hope that answered some questions. Did that answer some questions or what? Hold on, let me put this back real quick. It says show us. Let me put this back on top right here. Oh, just lay it on top there. Again, Mr. David, thank you so much for that $2 bump. Appreciate you. Says nice and clean. Show us. Yep, that's it. It's literally 3D printed clips, screws, and they're screwing from the back, dude. And all the monitoring in place. That's all it is. Yeah, it is pretty clean. It's pretty clean. I put a lot of time and effort into it, guys. I'm gonna walk off camera over here. I can still read the chat. I'm gonna walk off camera to smoke a cigarette. I don't like to smoke on YouTube. But you guys should still be able to hear me. Can you guys still hear me? Andrew Clark says, cool to see that. Thanks. Absolutely, man. I've actually changed the design on how I'll mount those monitors like 3 times, guys. A lot of this stuff is a lot of trial and error, guys. That's why I kind of wanted to make videos like this to prevent people from doing stuff 2 or 3 times like I'm doing it, right? Because there's not too much out there on the good old YouTubes in the sense of help how to do this stuff, right? Thanks, Dave. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit those likes for me. We got 42 likes so far. Appreciate all the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you going to get each screen to show each in-game screen? Like, you know how you have like 6 screens on the panel? Pop out. The screens on Microsoft, they pop out. All you got to do is press Alt and left click on your mouse and they pop out. And then you can drag and resize with Pop-Out Manager and put them in place. Liam, Google Pop-Out Manager for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and it should take you to flightsim.to. You can download that program for free. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please hit those likes. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. Join the CST family, man. Lots more cool shit coming. As far as this build is concerned, we're going to be part of World Flight. It's going to be fun, fellas. It's going to be fun stuff. Yes, sirree. When is my next video on the build? Well, I'm waiting on some parts, Liam. So my next video is all depending on how long it takes for parts to come in. I'm waiting on the throttle from Wing so I can continue to build on the center pedestal. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm waiting on. This is going to be awesome to see come to life. Thank you for your service to our country. Aviation Virtual Spotter, thank you so much, brother. The only thing left to do is mount on a motion platform. I actually looked into it, man. It's not cheap because all this stuff is heavy, man. And I probably need a little bit more room for that because I would have to mount the actual 75-inch TVs to the actual rig instead of being on the floor, you know? So that's gonna be hard, dude, and expensive. Talk about an electricity bill. That's what drives up an electricity bill. Big ass hydraulic motors running all the time. Oscar Reyes says, really nice build. You're living a dream. I just wish I had your creativity. Hey man, it doesn't take creativity, man. It takes a little bit know-how, willingness to do stuff, and willingness to learn. Anybody can do this, man. Anybody can do it. Do you think it's easier to buy the metal frame than buy the parts to fit in. Jason, I would assume it's easier, but it's a lot more expensive. This might be a stupid question, but is this your first rig and have you flown in it? Like, is there any videos on your channel of your flying in one? No, this is my first one. This is my first build. I was just kidding, but there will be a huge asshole. It's possible, Tracet. It's definitely possible, but it's very, very, very expensive. Not only to acquire the parts you need to be able to do it, but it's actually expensive to run those things. Because think of those motors running at all time, right? How's the heat gonna be? 375-inch TVs plus the rig and everything. I'm gonna have an AC unit, so I'm not concerned about the heat. It's gonna be cool in here, that's for sure. I'm gonna have a 12,000 BTU air conditioning unit for this small room, so it's gonna be cold in there, bro. It is possible for sure, but man, what a hassle. Yeah, exactly. You're more interested in seeing the USB mess? I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, my setup that I have inside the house has got as much stuff as this does. So it's running perfectly, right? But it's a smaller scale, right? Obviously. But it runs everything. So I have 4 monitors hooked up to my PC right now. All the peripheral with a next level chair, throttles, FCU, IFIS, MCDUs. I mean, you name it, bro. Force feedback, side stick, force feedback yoke. So as long as you have a little bit of cable management, you'll be fine. Why the Honda chairs versus Airbus replica? Because by buying the Honda CRV chairs by the Airbus replica, I saved about $16,000. Do you know how much an Airbus replica seat is? Have you even looked at one? Go on Scholarkey and see how much a Airbus replica seat is. I think it's like what, $10,000. So I probably saved more than $16,000. I probably saved about $20,000. You know how much this seats cost me? Tender. Both seats that you see here in my rig, they cost me $60. If I was to buy Scholarkey replica chairs for the Airbus, I needed to spend what? $14,000 each. So there you go. $28,000 for 2 seats. You are out of your mind, my dude. Out of your mind. Plus, car seats are more comfortable than cockpit seats. And again, very, very much so cheaper. Saving right now to buy one from Flight Deck for 120 USD. Ouch, Jason. I would never spend that much money on a sim, dude. That's insane. Quick look says pocket change. Even with all the 380s in the graveyard, I'm not going to the graveyard to pick up seats, man. And yes, they are still expensive. Because we're talking about replica seats, $14,000 each. Real seats, you might save a little bit because they're used and at a graveyard, but you're still spending. I think I sold some on eBay for what, like still like $8,000 or $9,000 each or something like that. Yeah, they're not cheap. Is the sim Gordo? Yes, the sim is going to be fully enclosed. Yes. For a 6-pack of beer, I've got you the seats for free. We don't need to talk about it. If it was legal. Oh, goodness. Andrew says, have you seen a YouTuber creator in Germany called the Cockpit Printer? Yeah, he's very good, man. He's awesome. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, he's amazing. He's doing some really cool stuff, man. Will you be moving the sim out of the shop? No, this shop is, right now it's a shop, right? Because I'm still in the building phase. Once I'm done building, this shop is going to turn into the sim room. And all my tools and everything else are going to be moved out to the other garage. So not only this is going to have the sim in it, it's also going to have a little lounge area as well. So it's going to be a pretty cool little setup, man. Pretty cool setup. Because like I said, I'm planning on hosting World Flight here, so I'm going to have people flying over from different locations. So I want to have, you know, somewhat of a place to hang out and shoot the shit, right? A place for people to hang out, wait for their flight. So, yeah. $95,378 is the entire Scholarky A320 cockpit. Tempting. Hey, quick lift. That's without taxes, shipping, and tariffs. Oh, by the way, go ahead and head those up. It's going to be a lot more than that. That is insane. Insanity, dude. Will you offer cockpit sessions by the hour to fly your setup for a fee commercially? No. Negative. 95,378, that's a Cessna 172. Yes, that's a real plane. Yes, absolutely. You're not lying, dude. Scholarky was selling that throttle at the expo. Someone bought it. Yeah, Flyforce bought it. He's a subscriber. He was there and he bought it. I know exactly who bought that throttle. Mayday. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please don't forget to hit those likes, man. We're at 50 likes. Thank you so much for the likes. If you haven't already done so, hit that like. Hit it now. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for all the memberships today. Thank you for the donos. Really, really much appreciated, man. That helps out immensely. You guys don't even know. $14K each for a seat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure they're very nice replicas. But even if I had the money, which I do have the money, I'm not going to spend that on a freaking replica cockpit seat, man. Come on, guys. Let's be serious. Let's be real. A quick lift, that's not including the seats. Oh, really? So the 95,000. So yeah, add another 28,000 to that. If you had to build ATC, weather radar, etc. panels, how would you do it? 3D print, man. 3D print, clear PLA, paint them, send off for the letters to show up the backlighting. I already have all the files. You can find the files on Colts 3D. So, matter of fact, I've already printed some stuff. Guys, for the radio, actually. You guys want to see the radio? It's not put together, it's printed, but I can show you guys what I have so far. Wait, that's disassemble and not including seats. It's more than 150K range CST. Very tempting. How much are you expecting to spend when it's all said and done? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna speculate right now. Like I said, I'm making everything up. Once I'm done, then all the costs are gonna be publicized. Show it, please. Let's see. Okay, let me go get it. Hold on. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's right here. No, is that right there? No, it's not. Where are? Oh, it's right here. I see it. I see it, guys. Hold on. All right, so these right here, these are the screens. Right, got two of those. This is the knob. The knob has already been assembled. It's got the inner and outer knob. Where's the front panel at? Where you at, front panel? Yeah, now I can't find it. That's the same as this one. That's the top. Oh, here it is. So this is the back plate right here, where all the buttons and everything goes, right? And the knob will go right here. The knob would actually go right here. Right? Knob, buttons, screens, yeah? And then this is the front panel. You can't really see it on the camera, but the front panel has got all the letterings that are raised. All the letters, it says active, standby, and everything else. So what you would do is, you will paint this all white first, right? Actually, you don't even need to paint it all white. You would just paint it the color that you want to paint it. Probably this color right here, right? The same color that I get the MIP. And then you get a flat surface with fine sandpaper, and you run it over the sandpaper to get the letters to show back up in the clear PLA, right? If I show you the white version of this panel that I got, you might be able to see the letters. You see the letters up here? So that's how that's gonna work. But yeah, I got all the parts, I got all the buttons, I got everything. I just need to work on it, spend some time on it, put it together, put on a Arduino board on it, wire everything up, and get it all done. Who knew all these random parts exists? Ian says, looking good. Thanks, brother. Do you have an ETA on the wing throttle yet? I'm thinking probably another week or so I'll get it. Maybe less than a week. What is the name of the Airbus blue paint? Pigeon Blue. The actual name, it's called Pigeon Blue. This MIP right here, this is pigeon blue. That's what the actual Airbus paint is called, pigeon blue. Am I using Arduinos and MobiFly for the panels? Yes, Andrew, yes. Arduinos, MobiFly, yes. Wing stick. You can see it's already there, man. Wing sticks. And my tiller. My own design for the tiller. I spent 136K on the new BMW X7 M60i, but I'm not sure if the wife would approve on an entire cockpit for 150, laughing aloud. But maybe I can justify it with the charity angle. Hey, man. Look. You got the money, you got the room, and sure. But I'm telling you right now, I could buy it. I just choose not to, man, because I think I can do it myself and save hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why wouldn't I do that? Pigeon, huh? Never would have guessed that in a million years because I have never seen a blue pigeon. I don't think it's named after a blue pigeon. I think that's just the way they called it, pigeon blue. The both side sticks are wing. Right there, see it? Both sides, wing side sticks. And it's fun to build. Yes, it is fun. It's a cool experience. You learn a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I mean, if you know how to do this stuff, you can save a lot of money. It's still not cheap. Don't get me wrong, but it's if you do it yourself, it's a good saving. I just wish I had your patience. Yeah, I was saying that earlier, Quick Lift. It just requires a little bit of patience, a little bit of know-how, do stuff, willingness to do it, and the willingness to learn. That's it. How will I close the gaps between the monitors? You butt them up against each other, and then there's this things they call bezel delete kits. You wouldn't even see the bezels. So you just put the bezel delete kits along the gaps, which are going to be minimal gaps, by the way, because these TVs have virtually no bezels. So you use the bezel delete kit. Enjoying watching the process. I appreciate that, Quick Lift. Thank you, brother. Plus all the tools. Yeah, well, the tools, yes, of course. I was, I guess, fortunate enough that I have all the tools I need at my disposal because I've always been a crafty type of person. So I got all the tools that I need. ChatGPT say RAL 7011 iron gray as the color of the Airbus MIP. Okay. Never heard of that. I guess ChatGPT knows. But that's the color, and that's called pigeon blue. Just saying. Midnight Maverick is in the house. What's up, Midnight Maverick? How you doing, brother? Fellow streamer, content creator, member of World Flight Wings for Open team. Welcome aboard, man. How you doing, buddy? Will I build speakers into the cockpit for alert sounds? We'll see. We'll see. Couple of reasons that I might actually do both, speakers and headphones and all that good stuff. But here's the thing: if we do ward flight, we're gonna be flying in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, I'm not gonna have speakers with aircraft sounds and stuff like that blowing up the whole neighborhood. So it's probably gonna be all headphones. GPT lies. No, I'm pretty sure GPT is correct. I'm just saying. What I use is some other color, RAL something. I know it's got a RAL code, but it's literally called Pigeon Blue. That's what they call it. Just at work, working away. Got you, Math. Got you, brother. Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you, brother. By the way, if you guys are just joining and you haven't already done so, please, please, please hit that like button for me. That helps out immensely, guys. Seems like we are stuck at 50 likes today. Also, I want to take the time to thank the couple of people that have joined via memberships. Thank you so much. And we've had a couple of people dropping some donos, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Where can I find Pigeon Blue link? It's a RAL code. I forget what the code is, man. But RAL codes are European codes. They're not in the States. So what I did here, I didn't use a RAL code. I actually took one of my panels that I purchased right here. I took one of those panels to the store and I told them match this paint, and they matched it for me. But if you want to find the code, just Google it, man. Pigeon Blue, Airbus color, RAL code, and it should show up. Nice stream. Going over to XP72 stream. He's starting right now. All right, that's it. Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support, man. We'll see you next time, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, man, I'm off the bed. Best wishes from the UK. Andrew Clark, thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by. One is 7031 and one is 5014. That sounds familiar, JJ, yes. I can't remember which. I think 5014 is the Pigeon Blue. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I remember seeing it. I remember vividly that one of them was called Pigeon Blue. That's all I can tell you. Hard to find in the States, but found a good match for people in the States. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you have one of these panels, if you use one of the SL3 simulation panels for your cockpit, or even the WingFlex, if anybody that has any WingFlex products, the WingFlex colors is very, very close to the real Airbus color. Unfortunately, the wing stuff is not. That like a little more bluish, if you can see, like compared to that, that's the real Airbus color right there, and that's wing. But I don't mind it. It's fine. XP start in 15 minutes. False alarm. Welcome back, Mr. Bill. So after this is done, will you stop streaming the non-Airbus airplanes? How will you stream anything other than this? I got my other setup in my computer room, Tender. The setup I've been streaming on all the time, that setup is going to be dedicated to everything that's non-Airbus. I heard people bitching about different manufacturer colors, but some people say that's realistic left now because even IRL, different per aircraft, and wear and tear. I can tell you that I worked in and around airplanes for 26 years of my life. All right, nothing in a real airplane matches because we remove, replace, and cannibalize stuff from other airplanes, which might be a shade of color a little bit different because we paint that stuff, right? We actually paint panels, we repaint them, we fix them, and all that good stuff. So, a lot of people that might not mix the colors correctly. They might be a little bit too dark or a little bit too not dark enough. So a lot of stuff doesn't match anyway. But yes, absolutely correct. So we take, for example, right? Let's say the FCU breaks on this plane, right? And I need an FCU for this plane. I go and take it from another plane and put it here. It might not be a color match, but nobody cares as long as it works. Don't you have issues switching back to that after you try the setups from Pro to Basics? Why would I have issues? Add character. That's it, dude. Yes, sir, Jay. Absolutely. When are you going to do another flight streams? I know you're busy with this and life in general. Ian, I'm probably not gonna touch this. Well, tomorrow I might do some stuff on this, and probably record a little bit of content on this. But I'm probably gonna stop work on this for a few days because I'm waiting on parts. And in those few days, maybe I'll I'll do a couple of streams on my other setup. Am I gonna use the sim? No. I'm building it for my neighbor. The neighbor is gonna use it. It won't feel as fun. Oh, it'll feel great. It'll be alright, Tender. We'll switch back and forth. It'll be just fine, dude. Also, next week I'll be installing the AC in there, so that might take up some building time, right? I need to put the AC unit and all that stuff in there. How did you decide to build Airbus over Boeing? I just went with the Airbus because wider range of aircraft that I can fly, right? With an Airbus set up like this, I can fly 319, 320, 321, CEO, NEOs. I can even fly a 330 if I really wanted to. With a 737 cockpit, the only thing you're going to be flying is the 737, right? And who wants to fly the 600 or anything else, right? The only 737s we ever fly is either the 737-800 or the 737-8 MAX, right? Nothing else, right? So I decided to go with the Airbus setup because it opens up a window for more airplanes. Ashton says, are you retired? Yes, I'm a retired Navy vet. Yes. He's just gonna sit and look at it. Yeah, I'm building it just to look at it. That's it. You guys got it. You got me, dude. You got me. You don't enjoy the 700? First I've heard anyone say that. There you go. There's always a first time, dude. That's what's beautiful about life. Thank you for your service. Appreciate the house. House has been a troll today, dude. I don't know what's going on. He might get timed out here soon. We got you figured out. That's it, dude. Look at it through the VR. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build all this, and then I'm gonna fly in VR. So many missed routes, my man? Not really. Not really, dude. Whoa. Al says, whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already done so, please hit those likes. We got 55 likes today, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Mr. Captain Jack Flight Sim says, looks absolutely beautiful setup so far. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alaska and United 900 ups are so good. Yeah, I mean, you can do them with an 900 as well. Are you going to buy the Wing motorized pedals and it will be released? I don't know if I'll get the motorized one. I'll probably get the normal ones. I don't know about the motorized one. You talk about the force feedback ones. I don't know. We'll see. Did you pick your first flight with the new setup? Not yet. So somebody was telling me that there is an actual route that Airbus actually uses for their test flights. I need to find out what that route is. And I think that's going to be my first flight in this. Tender's on troll duty today? No, he's not trolling, dude. What are you looking for ideas about? Looks like you've done it all. Mr. Jack, I was talking about underneath here earlier. I think we all collectively agree that we're going to go with the idea that I'm already rocking, which is to cover up all these gaps underneath here, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the method that I already got because it's the easiest, which is foam board panels. Because they got all these intricate cuts that I gotta put in. So I think foam board is the easiest way for this application because you just literally pop it in there, and I can use Velcro to hold it in place. Right now it's pressure fitted in there, so as soon as I put it up, it stays there. But I wanted to put some Velcro from the top, like put a strip up there and use it to hold it up in there with some Velcro. So I think that's how I'm gonna do that. I just don't want to do it with plywood, even the thin 1/4-inch plywood, because it's gonna be so much of a pain in the butt to cut all those little shapes for all those sections under there, right? So I think the foam board is gonna work just great. Yeah, so I was looking for some ideas with that. See if anybody had any other ideas when it comes to that. Bro spent $20,000 on a home cockpit but can't afford a $50 variant. What are you talking about, dude? What is Tender talking about? I have all the PMDG airplanes, dude. I have them for 2020, 2024, FSX. I spent more money that you on PMDG airplanes that you ever even seen, my dude. I'm just not flying it, bro. I fly it sometimes. It's not my go-to my go-to 737, bro. What the hell are you talking about? I rather the 800 has so many more routes than the 900 and the 700. If you don't know that, then I don't know what to tell you, my dude. Oh boy said he spent $20K on a home cockpit but can't afford a $50 variant. I got them all, dude. If I couldn't, you think if I couldn't afford a $50 variant on a PMDG aircraft, you think I'd be doing all this shit? He's not on troll duty. He's on stupid duty. That's what the fuck duty he's on. Bless your heart, dude. Bless your little heart. All right, Bug Killer. We'll see you later, man. Nah, he's not a troll. Throt said, Bill, he's not a troll, man. Tender is just Tender, man. You're gonna have to understand Tender, right? We just pick on each other all the time, dude. He's good. Tender is good, man. Leave him alone. No, hey, Mark, what's up, man? No, leave Tender, dude. Leave him alone, dude. He's good. He's just an inquisitive kid, dude. Bless his heart, though, man. He's good. Coco says, are you going to use one or more? Of what? Oh, PCs? Right now I'm looking into using a gaming PC, a streaming PC, and then a laptop for the displays for the MIP. But we'll see. That might change. If I have no issues with doing it, I might just run one PC for everything and then one PC for the stream. Tender's about to be extra crispy, he says. I like Tender, man. Look, I think Dip Inside is a good kid, dude. He said Tender's about to be extra crispy. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? You back home yet? Are you going to model the panel flow lights? Yes. Yes, I am. How am I gonna make the integrated light switch work? Arduino, via Arduino board and multi-flight. Yep. Flight 477 is in the house. We were talking about you earlier. Somebody was saying that somebody at Flight Sim Expo bought the Scholarkey Throttle set, and I told them I know exactly who that person is. What's up, Flight Force? How you doing, brother? All right, guys, I'll tell you what, probably another 10 minutes or so. Any more questions in the chat? If you have any questions, shoot them. Like I said, or even if you have any ideas or anything that could be better. One thing I'm also thinking about, the pedals themselves, guys. The pedals themselves, I'm thinking about putting them on sliders, right? On the sliders, adjustable sliders. So they can be adjusted closer or further away from the pilot, right? Let me know if that's a good idea. Let me know if you guys have any idea on how to do that. I'm thinking about picking up car seat sliders because they're lockable in place. So that's my thought. That's one thing I'm probably gonna do. Yeah. Will you hop over to XP stream when you sign off? Oh, absolutely, man, 100%. Estimated date of first stream, Joe 216. That all depends on how fast parts come in, dude. I'm waiting on throttles. I'm waiting on overhead panel. I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff, man. Cables. I'm waiting on some prints and stuff for the pedals. The pedals is gonna have to get built. So yeah, still gotta finish the center pedestal. Yeah, I'm just waiting on a bunch of parts. So as parts come in, we'll start building. I would say 1 to 2 weeks, maybe. We should be able to do our first flight. Speakers or surround sound. Right now I'm thinking just headphones because I'm in a neighborhood, bro, right? So when I fly, I don't want people to be blasted with an aircraft sound, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, we'll see. I might do speakers as well. So during the day, if I'm in here during the day flying around, it's fine. But if we do like word flight and we're flying at like midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning overnight, when we do that 24-hour event for 7 days straight, it's probably not gonna be on speakers, right? You guys know what I mean. Yes, Ian. Yes, we're gonna drape everything with black, either black felt or black leather, so that you won't be able to see any of that. It's gonna be all covered up. The garage door won't keep the sound in. Yeah, I'm sure it would, especially because it's insulated. But that's besides the point, right? I still have a window right there. I just don't want to be blasting an airplane sound at 2 in the morning, my dude. Please understand what I'm saying. Don't let me repeat the same bullshit over and over. The neighbors don't want to hear, pull up, pull up. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Pull up. Am I putting the seats on adjustable? They're already on adjustable. I can move them forward and back. Yep, see? Yep, they're already on rails. But because they don't go up and down, I have the ability to move the pedals forward and aft. Plus, even in the real plane, they move forward and aft, right? Hold on, guys, I'm gonna go over here. Any other questions? Shoot them now, guys. Also, if you haven't already liked the stream or subscribed, please consider doing that. Appreciate everybody's support today. Thank you for the likes today. Really, really do appreciate it, guys. Better than him. Pull up, pull up. Oh my God, dude. This guy. We got miners in the chat, dude. That's hilarious. Pull out, pull out. Flight streamer, the myth, the legend himself. What's up, brother? I'm off camera right now, brother, but I'm saluting you as we speak. Thank you, sir. How you doing, man? I'm pretty sure everybody in there knows who Flight Streamer is. He doesn't need any type of introduction. He's the vertical professional streamer, dude. He's the only person I know that streams only on vertical. I really don't know anybody else, to be honest. Absolutely fantastic stuff, Flight Streamer. He's got some cool peripherals as well, so definitely go check his stuff out. My wife would kill me if I do something like that. Well, looking at all your stuff, Flight Streamer, you pretty much like what, 60% there anyway? You're pretty much 60% of the way there, bro. Guys, 62 likes. Thank you so much. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit that like. He said pretty much, yeah, exactly, dude. You got some Scholarchy stuff. Yeah. Scholarchy won't even give me the time of day, my dude. Great follow for real world aviation content as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. Flight Streamer's got the cheat code, man. He's a real world pilot. I have to make Imaginary and I'm working on the motion platform. Nice, dude. Awesome. Use the up and down mechanism for a computer desk chair. I already tried Flight Force. It's too, it doesn't go low enough for this particular seats. I already tried. XP stream just went private. Maybe he's not streaming anymore. I love the way you modded the wing side stick. I didn't really mod the side stick. I'll show you in a second if you stick around for like 5 minutes, Flight Streamer. Because I can actually put the camera on it and I can show you exactly what I did. I didn't mod the stick, I just modded it a certain way. The stick is still the stick is still the same way it was when I bought it, right? One thing I did is I did redesign my tillers to be round instead of squares. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about with the side stick. Hopefully I don't drop this phone. So let me spin this around. If you look at the side stick, actually let's go to this one. It's probably more accessible because I got the screen moved out of the way. But all I did is I cut the contour of the shape of the wing stick right here. See that? And then I'm mounting it underneath with a platform. See that? And then I got the tiller right here. Mounted right there. Round hole. See? When I do stuff like this, guys, I look for the most simple and effective way to do it, right? That's key when I as far as I'm concerned, right? Nice way to do it. Thanks, man. You smart, kid. Thanks, man. Next level craftsmanship. Thanks, dude. Like I said, I look at stuff. That's why a lot of people are like, hey, man, why don't you stream like a build video while you're doing stuff? Dude, a lot of time I'm sitting on the bench and I'm drawing stuff, right? I'm measuring and I'm drawing and I'm trying to figure out how to do stuff, right? Because this is all new to me, right? And there's not too many videos out there that show you how to do stuff like this. So you're gonna have to draw stuff out, measure it, you know, do it, and then the first time it doesn't work. So if I was to do a stream, I'd be here all day, and it probably won't be that exciting, if you know what I mean, you know? You should do a video of the cockpit similar on how flight doc did it. How did he? I watched this video, but how did he do it? I think he didn't show the assembly process. He just showed the final product, didn't he? I'll definitely do a video on that. I mean, we're gonna be flying in this thing, streaming and all the good stuff. So you guys will definitely see the final product. The way he did the headed, it was interesting. I'm gonna need to go and watch it again. It's been a while. It's been a few months. I think it was a few months ago that he did that, didn't he? Does somebody know if the Thrustmaster or the wing side stick have more realistic range of moving of a real 320? I don't know compared to the real 320 because I'm not a real pilot, but I can tell you that as far as my preference, the wing side stick is better than the Thrustmaster. The Thrustmaster is too springy. It's just, I don't know. I think the wing side stick is better. It's better to do it on paper. I can't imagine running AutoCAD and sketching it. I've done that too, Ian. I've done CAD, I've done paper, you know, whatever works, yeah. Which overhead am I thinking? Right now, I'm steering towards the wing flex, but we'll see. Wing is so good, yeah, 100%. Is Canada glazing Thrustmaster then? Tender, I'm not saying that Thrustmaster is not good, and I'm not saying that some people may prefer Thrustmaster over the wing, but all I'm saying is that me personally, I prefer the wing. Now you might have people like Captain Canada, for example, that prefer the Thrustmaster. To each their own, dude. Right? You just got to do your own work. You just got to do your own homework, and you got to decide which one you like. You know, you like best. Maybe put your hands on them. Maybe try them out. I don't know. See if a friend has one and try one out and see what do you think, right? Before actually buying. But I've used both. I've used the Thrustmaster because I have one, and I've used the wing, and the wing is far superior. It feels way better. The wing flex looks great. Oh yeah, I saw the prototype at FS Expo. Yeah, me too, Flag Streamer. Yeah, absolutely. Thrustmaster is gone bad. I don't think Thrustmaster is gone bad for what it is. I think their product is okay. I just think it's very, very overpriced for what it is, number one. And number two is they haven't improved on it, right? Like the TCA Airbus pack, the Boeing yoke, their throttle sets, all the stuff that they provide, it's been the same stuff for years, right? They haven't done no improvement. They've been stagnating, you know, they've been staying steady the whole time. They could have improved on their stuff. They never did, right? I think they always believed that they were going to be the only ones in the market, right? And then people like Wing and Winflex and Moza and all these other companies started coming out of the woodworks, and now Thrustmaster is gone. If you stagnate for too long, man, you're going to go down. If you don't lower your price to match competitors, you're going to go out of business. So I don't think Thrustmaster is, unless they do something drastic, I don't think Thrustmaster is going to be relevant for too much longer in the flight sim community. I think they'll still be around because they got other stuff, right? They got driving stuff, they got, you know, they got space flying stuff. But as far as flight simulator, Thrustmaster is no longer the top, dude. Moza is a serious competitor right now. Yeah, I got the Moza AB9 right now. I got the Moza yoke. Absolutely fantastic stuff, man. If you got the money for it, the force feedback AB9 and the yoke itself, dude, absolutely amazing. Thrustmaster, they need to review their prices for sure. It's a plastic, no quality. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, For what it is, it's cool. It's good. It's nice. It does the job, right? But I would figure that through the years they would have improved on their quality. They would have improved on their design, right? But it didn't. They got comfortable, man. And guess what? If you get comfortable and complacent, you're not gonna go far, dude. Complacency sucks. You don't have the Moza yoke yet? Oh, dude. Once you try a force feedback yoke, dude, it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. Which rider pedals will you use for the sim? IT Media, I'm using the Thrustmaster pendular pedals until Wing Wing comes out with the Airbus pedals. Once the Airbus pedals by Wing Wing are out, the Thrustmaster pedals are going away. You love the Sim Gaming Expo? Yeah, man, it's absolutely fantastic, dude. I'm telling you. The only reason Thrustmaster products that was good is the pendulum pedals. That's it. And even though they're good, I think they're way overpriced. I think those pedals should be between $300 and $400, not $600. $600 is way too much for those pedals for what they are, dude. They are no better than the Wing Wing, and the Wing Wing are like three something, 350 or something like that for the Wing Wing pedals. Too much money, man. Too much money for pedals. I don't care if they're pendular, gold, upside down, sideways. $600 is way too much for pedals, dude. Considering Wing Wing is coming out with force feedback pedals that are going to be around the $600 mark. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not too many people are going to be spending 600 bucks on pendulum pedals anymore once that stuff is out. Thrustmaster's big corp, not for the community. Canada would use anything else if it wasn't for the partnership. Thrustmaster is not big corp, dude. Thrustmaster is absolutely not big corp. Thrustmaster is a company just like any other companies, like Wing Wing and Moza. It's a peripheral. It's a gaming peripheral company, dude. It is not big corp. Big corp is, I would consider big corp Scholarchy. Scholarchy is big corp. They do commercial. They do they got the desktop line. They got commercial, professional line of stuff. They're a big corp. Thrustmaster is small potatoes, dude. I love the Wing Wing Orion riders. Oh, they're absolutely fantastic, dude. Yep. I got my Orion rider pedals on my rig inside the house right now. $100%. Is Wing Wing building Airbus routers? Yes, they are. And they're going to offer two versions. A normal version and a force feedback version as well. VR pedals. 100%. The VR pedals are the best. Scholarchy is a small company. No, I was saying more of they're both commercial and gaming as well, right? Because Scholarchy does a lot of commercial stuff as well. So products are made in the UK, yes, but it's like I said, it's all professional quality stuff, right? They sell commercially to commercial sims. They're big, right? It's a very well-known company when it comes to quality, realism, right? Plug and play type deal. So yeah. Yep. Desktop, they don't make money on it as much. Well, I can tell you why they don't make money as much. It's because they're too expensive. Not very many flight simmers can afford to spend, $3,000 on a throttle set, right? Let's be fair. Now, is it good quality? I'm pretty sure it's excellent quality, but at that price, dude, nobody's gonna go for that, right? The average flight simmer. That's the thing with these companies, right? Companies like those are not necessarily trying to capture the big picture, right? they're not trying to capture the vast majority of flight simmer. They're just trying to capture the 1% that have that type of cash floating around to be able to spend it on that type of stuff, right? Now you take companies like Wing and Moza, they're going towards the gaming community, right? Not the professional, hey, I want to have like a realistic experience type deal. They're looking at the gaming type industry, right? Uh, I do have their mini overhead. It's incredible. Yeah, I've seen your videos, flight streamer. Yep. But it's very pricey, right? How much is that thing? A few $1,000s? I forget exactly what the price is. You got the online one or something. Is it called online or something like that? What's helped is the flow of products, more variety in the market, but like cars, not everyone can buy a Mercedes, but there are great alternatives. 100%, dude. Yeah, agree. I mean, if you go back a few years, uh, desktop line, yeah, they got online. I think they got desktop line, and then they got professional, pro line. I forget. They got like 2 or 3 different types of peripherals. But yeah, guys, if you go back a few years, we didn't have nothing. If you wanted to do something like this, if you go back like even 10 years, right? You couldn't do any of this stuff, right? You had to either go with Scalarchy or those other companies. There's a bunch of companies. There's uh anyways, I'm blanking out, but there's a bunch of companies where whether you wanted to do Airbus or Boeing, there's companies out there that you could have reached out to and spend a whole bunch of money and have something like this. But now with all the resources that we have, 3D printers and plans out there, and other third-party companies making stuff, it's so much more affordable, man. $1,400 for the desktop line overhead panel, man. That's a lot of lumpia right there. Cockpit simulators coming out with a center pedestal for the 737 4K. Yeah, pass. APU bleed is in the wrong spot. Only problem with the Scalarchy overhead. Well, Flight 477, it's not meant to be a one-to-one representation of the overhead panel. It's just meant to be a smaller desktop overhead panel, right? So it doesn't necessarily need to be in the right spot. 67, what's 67? Pro line, oh, with the Pro line lights, yeah, because you can get them with different type of lighting. That's right. Did you think about a projector instead of 3 TVs? Yes. Projector is more finicky, more expensive. You need a darker environment. I would have to turn all these lights off for the projector to be good, and you need more room. So I decided to go with TVs. 80% of people that do this type of stuff go with TVs. They don't go with projectors. I remember the MS Force feedback joystick, and that cost back in the day, big leap forward. Yeah, absolutely, Ian. Yeah. Do I think Canada opinion is compromised from the sponsorship? I don't know. You would have to ask him. Captain Canada doesn't like the wing thrust. I don't know. I haven't asked him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind it. But he's using. He's probably not going to use it on streams because he's sponsored by Thrustmaster, so he's only using Thrustmaster stuff. Which I can understand. If you got a sponsorship with Thrustmaster, then why would you use different stuff, right? SL3 list does. SL3 what? What do you mean? Oh, the overhead panel, yeah. Yeah, Flight Force, you got the SL3 overhead panel, don't you? 6.7 is some new kid brain rot saying, oh, is it? I don't even know what it is, dude. WinFlex new overhead looks really good, but it's $600. $600 is not a whole lot when you think about it for that type of panel. They also tease a full-scale throttle coming in 2026. Yep, I saw that, Cloud. Yep. Captain Canada is sponsored by Thrustmaster. He does like, but we'll stick with that. Obviously, I mean, I don't blame the guy, dude. If he's got a sponsorship by Thrustmaster, then why would you blame him for using and I mean, you guys all know that Kyle, that this is his job, right? You guys understand that streaming for that man is his job. I just want you guys to understand that for a minute, okay? Captain Canada, Kyle, is a streamer because it's his job. That's how he puts food on his table. That's how he keeps a roof over his head. So if you have a sponsorship and they're paying you, then you'd be stupid not to use that product. That's his sponsors, dude. It's kind of like if you work at a Dodge dealership, you're not gonna go around selling Fords, are you? You're gonna sell Dodge, wouldn't you? So for you guys to like talk shit about somebody because they're promoting a product that they're sponsored by, you do not understand life at all, dude. So maybe sit down and think about it for a little bit before you slander people for publicizing and promoting products because they have a sponsorship. Think about that for a minute, fellas. You know what I'm saying? What kind of software am I using for PFD? It's just Pop-Out, man. Pop-Out Manager. Yeah, this is the problem with exclusive partnership. Well, it's a problem and it's not, right? The other thing is, a lot of people that watch stuff on YouTube and all that good stuff, you shouldn't rely on one opinion. That's why YouTube and Google and all that stuff is wonderful, because you can look at multiple videos. You can look at multiple reviews. And then after looking at all the reviews in the world, then you can make your decision based on many other people that talk about their stuff, right? You can't just go to one person and be like, oh, well, he said that this is great, so I'm going to go buy it. Do your homework, people. Before you spend money on stuff, do your homework. Look at many people doing. There's so many reviews out there. It will change your, that would possibly change your opinion on stuff, right? There's in-depth people that do reviews on feel and touch and clicks and durability and all that good stuff, man. So do your homework before you buy some stuff, right? Don't just look at one streamer. Don't just look at one content creator and be like, well, CST Gaming or Flight Streamer said this product is great, so I'm gonna go and buy it. That's not the way to do it, guys. That's not the right way to do it, right? Because you don't know, right? You don't know. So do your homework. But don't blame the content creator or the streamer that's promoting his products that he's sponsored from. That's his job, dude. That's his job. It's literally his job, right? He's getting paid to promote a product and use it. So why not? You know, like I said, pretend you're a car dealership and you sell Dodge, and somebody comes in and says, hey, should I buy a Dodge or should I go buy a Ford? What are you going to tell them? You going to send them away to a Ford dealership, or you going to be like, oh yeah, come here, dude. Dodge is so much better, man. Let me show you. Look, come on, look at the paint quality, the tire. I mean, look at the rims, dude. Oh, and the engines. Let me tell you about fuel consumption on our Dodges versus the Fords. Oh my God, let me save you some money in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sell them that freaking Dodge, aren't you? So again, please be grown-ups, fellas. Understand that some people, this is their bread and butter, dude. This is what they do for a living. So again, if I was getting paid by Thrustmaster, believe it. Believe me when I say I will be using Thrustmaster. That's just the nature of the beast, right? But I'm not getting paid by Thrustmaster. I'm not sponsored by Thrustmaster. I'm not sponsored by anybody, to be quite honest with you. I don't have any sponsorship. I do have company from time to time that send me stuff for reviews, but I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I don't have to talk good or bad about anything. You're gonna get the straight, unbiased, unfiltered opinion when it comes to me. That's the way it is, right? Now, when I say as soon as the wing pedals come out, I'm going to replace my Thrustmaster pendular pedals with those, it's not necessarily because the wing pedals are better. It's because the wing pedals look like Airbus pedals, right? And guess what I'm building? A freaking Airbus cockpit. So obviously that makes the most sense. Instead of having pendular pedals that look like a C-172 set of pedals, I want Airbus pedals in my rig. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying that one is better than the other. I will tell you that, in my humble opinion, the Airbus, the Thrustmaster pedals, like I said before, they're very good quality, good pedals. They're just too expensive. They're just way too expensive. They should be at least $200 cheaper than what they are. That's my opinion. All right, what I missed, guys? I missed a bunch of chats, didn't I? I see some people agreeing. I see some people disagree. That's fine. Yep. Happy Fishes in the house says, copy looks amazing. Thank you. Yep, everyone does what works best for them. Absolutely, 100%. Flash shimmer. Each opinion is still an opinion. 100%. Exactly. He also getting paid by non-biased community members, donations, memberships. So he owes it to us to be honest as well. Can't fully agree with you since there's dual consideration in play here. Yeah, I guarantee you though, Tender, I guarantee you that if you was to ask him, hey, do you prefer the wing throttles or the Thrustmaster throttles? He will probably tell you, hey, from what I can see, I haven't tried them, but from what I can see, the wing throttles look great. However, I'm a Thrustmaster guy. That's probably what Kyle will tell you. So, again, to slander Kyle because he's promoting something that he's sponsored by is silly at best. It's very silly and it's freaking stupid, right? Because everybody does the same thing on the internet. Everybody does the same thing, okay? Everybody. Go look at any streamers that has any type of sponsorships. They all do the same thing. And it doesn't have to be flight sim related. It could be related to whatever. Concrete. It could be related to cars. It could be related to motorcycles. It could be related to computers, right? You're gonna have people that tell you, oh, go buy this computer, this brand, this is the best shit ever. Look, probably because they're sponsored by it. That's just the way the freaking cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. That's called being a grown-up. That's called having a job, right? Again, if you are the best example I can think of right now is the car selling business. Like I said, if you're trying to sell Dodges, you're not going to tell people to go across the street and go buy a Ford. You're going to try to sell them a Dodge because that's what you're selling, right? It's just the way it is. That's life, dude. You can't blame people for trying to get a paycheck, dude. That's just the way the fucking shit works, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse my French. Slandering people over sponsorship is almost like criticizing people whether they like Explain or Microsoft. It's subject. Exactly, Oscar. Like I said, dude. I mean, I think the people that don't understand the basic concept of that, right? As much as a lot of people may not like the fact that people promote stuff because they're sponsored by it, I get it. If you don't like it, don't like it, dude. You don't have to like the shit. But if you understand the reason why people do that, then you probably never had a job in your life, or you probably don't pay bills, or you probably don't have to keep a roof over your head. You probably don't have to bring the bread home. That's why you talk the way you talk, and you don't understand. Well, you are the bias, they're sponsored, because you don't have a clue. That's why you do not have a clue on how life works. A Dodge car salesman isn't being paid by Ford fans each day at work, though, so it's different. Neither is he. He's not getting paid by Thrustmaster friends. He's getting fans. He's getting paid by his fans. He's getting paid by people that like Kyle. He's getting paid by people that like Captain Canada. Not because of his sponsorships, not because of because of the person, because of what he is, because he's getting paid by people that agree with him. Deal with it, dude. Sorry. I really can't. I really cannot explain it any better to you, man. Again, you gotta understand that it's a job. It's a job. Okay? if you I'm not even I'm done, dude. If you don't understand, then I don't know, Google it, dude. Go ask chat GPT or some shit. Did I buy the blue panels? If you're talking about the panels on the MIP, yes, those are SL3 simulation. Anyway, guys, we've been going for almost 2 hours, fellas. I think that's enough for today. People choose to donate, otherwise it's free content. Exactly, Chris. It's their choice. They don't have to donate. They don't have to become members. They don't have to do any of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is enough for today. I appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the donos. Appreciate all the memberships. Thank you guys so much. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I had fun today. Tender, thank you for the fun. You too, man. I really can try to popularly believe I like stuff like this, right? I like talking to subscribers and members and all that good stuff. So, Tender, you're still welcome, man. You give us stuff to talk about, and I do appreciate it, along with everybody else, man. Again, thank you for all the memberships. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the donos. I really, truly do appreciate you guys stopping in today and giving me some ideas, helping me out, helping me showcase this product as well. This project, I mean, not product, this project. Yeah, if you find my videos helpful, even if not fully helpful, if something have helped you, or if you're enjoying the content, please, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. If you haven't liked any of my videos, please go back, watch some of the videos, hit the like, look for the Easter eggs. I've been putting some Easter eggs on some of those videos, so look for the Easter eggs. Let me know if you found them in the comment section below the videos themselves. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in those videos. So again, thank you so much. Why is my eye red? Anyways, thank you guys so much for all the love. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate it, guys. And until next time, as I always say, I salute you all. Please continue to stay safe, have fun, and as always, peace out. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I am out. See you.